uncles and aunts did what they had to do to survive. So we'll call it creative. He year round. There were no licenses. He knew that he had to feed his family, so he did what he had to do to feed his family. He hunted rabbits. He hunted armadillos. If you've never had armadillo, it's one of the best food there is around. You just need to know how to cook it right. And he hunted doves and whatever needed to be done. We had a farm that had chickens. We had a big garden, and we had everything we needed to survive because he kept his family alive, and 90% of the food came from the land. And so at one point, most of us moved to Austin from there. And then when many of us became we were migrant workers. And my dad used to work for $1 an hour. And we were 6 kids, plus Pana, Grandpa, Pedro Rivera. We were 6 kids. And he worked for $1 an hour in a construction company, as was mentioned earlier. So that was the money he had to raise a big family. That's $40 a week before taxes. So if you can imagine today living on $40 a week to raise a big family. So we became migrant workers. We went to Michigan and picked apples, and we picked cucumbers. We, again, did what we had to do. And we as the children, none of us were angry about it because we knew it had to be done. We knew that we were a family and we had to work together. And that was one of the things that he and my mom taught us, that family sticks together. That if one of us failed in doing our part when we were migrant workers, it would hurt the whole family. And we would get paid, and my mom used to work for, I think it was 50 cents an hour as a maid here in Austin. So we used to work, 6 of us getting paid 50 cents an hour, picking cucumbers, desayando, cleaning onions. And so with all that money, we came back, and with that money, he would buy us, we would go to the JCPenney or Sears, and with that money, he would buy us clothes for the whole year. Buy 2 or 3 pairs of pants, 2 or 3 pairs of socks and underwear and so forth, and that's what we had for the full year. And those of us that were older were a little luckier because we didn't have to wear hand-me-downs. My brothers and my sisters that were younger would have to wear hand-me-downs from the older ones. But we were a family that stuck together. We were taught 2 important things. Familia primero, family first. You stick together. You may have your arguments, you may have your fights, you may have whatever issues, but you stick together. And the other thing that we were taught was that working is honorable. We continued to work. We worked all the time. We never lost. I don't think I've ever had a job or I was out of work for more than 2 or 3 weeks or maybe 3 months at one time. You took the job that you could get in order to survive. So he was a great joker. One of the stories that I remember fondly is my Aunt Lupe would tell us when he met my mom. And he would deny it. He would still deny it today, and so would my mom. He used to own a restaurant in Victoria, and he sold hamburgers and tacos, and so one day my mom and my aunt went in there, and they ordered tacos. And my mom says that she noticed my dad in the kitchen cooking, and they told my aunt, and Olivia said, "Did you see that guy in the back? He's cooking. He's really cute." And then my aunt said, "By the way, he's also noticed you. He's looking at you." So they ate, and then they ordered a piece of pie, and they came with a piece of pie, and my aunt kept telling her, talk to him, habla con él. And my mom was shy, so she didn't want to talk to him. So when the dessert came, they had two pieces of pie. One was a small piece of pie, and the other was a big piece of pie. And guess who got the big piece of pie? My mom, Olivia. And she said, see, I told you he liked it. He gave me a piece of pie. And she said, no, that's not, that is just an accident. So they came back the next day or a couple of days later and did the same thing, and she got even a bigger piece of pie. So that's the way my mom and dad met, and the rest is history. I think this is a man that we all respect and honor. We honor him for all the work he did, all the things he did for us, and without him, we as a family would not be who we are today. Without my mom, we wouldn't be who we are today. Without my grandfather, we wouldn't be who we are today. And without you here today, we wouldn't be so in joy, really, in celebrating him and the legacy that he leaves behind. And the legacy is you all. You all what he leaves behind, and you all are the ones, you know him through us, or you know him directly. And whatever way you know him, please do not forget that this is a man that comes from a generation that worked hard, and we are people that really need to be very proud of who we are and why we're here today. And so I thank you for being here. And my dad, I know if he were to be standing here where I am right now, he'd say, wait a minute, I've got another story for you. Thank you.